Hello, humans, monsters, and other creatures. I am here, and finally back with a part 2 cares of what if Deku had air cannon. Now, before anything and everything, if any one of you really didn't know where did I disappeared, it was because, well, I had some, exams in my school and, well, I needed to prepare, so I couldn't upload any videos. But now I can upload, hopefully, probably not. Anyways, let's just get into the video without any other things in our way. Now, where we last left off, Izuku right now standing inside the arena or the cage, in front of him standing the almighty Rappa, ready to go in a fight against the air demon as they call them, someone that has been going through the news as the strongest villain in Japan for now, killing about hundreds of heroes and millions of civilians, and with a big smile on his face. And he was also the reason for lots of villains to go down into the streets and just to make all hell get let loose or something like that. In the end, Rappa said, "Alright, man, let's get ready. Show me all what you can do. I want to fight you for the last punch that I can throw. Understand?" As Izuku said, "Alright, let's just end this quickly." And after that, immediately, Present Mike Villain Edition said, 3, 2, 1, let's get this party started, shall we? As immediately, once he said, let's go, Rappa without any hesitation start throwing a barrage of punches on Izuku. Izuku immediately using an air cannon under his feet, throwing his hand downward, pushing himself up in the air above the head of Rappa. While Rappa continued throwing his barrage of punches, Izuku tried to dodge this, but immediately managed to dodge a couple of punches and jump behind the back of Rappa, as he taken out his left arm and said, "Air cannon!" as he throwing his arm forward into Rappa. Rappa being pushed down into the side of the cage, smashing into, of course, the cage or something like that, as Izuku turned around and start walking away. But before he managed to get out of the ring, suddenly he heard from his back a sound saying, "Is that all what you got? Are you holding back on me or whatever?" As after that, Izuku getting surprised as he looking back, he see Rappa smiling happy as he said, "Come on, don't hold back on me. Come, I know that you can do better than that, so stop acting like an idiot and fight me for real." As after that, Izuku, while he's still shocked, but Rappa taking this chance out, starts throwing a barrage of punches on him. Izuku immediately putting both of his arms in front of him to try protect himself, but at the first punch of Rappa, Izuku left arm immediately being broken and throwing into the side of the arena. As after that, Present Mike Villain Edition said, "Whoa, that was a strong punch from Rappa into Air Demon. Now let's see what he can possibly do against this monstrosity of a villain. Can he defeat him, or is he gonna end up like the other 30% that died in front of Rappa?" As after that, Izuku stand up and looking on his left arm and said, "How's that possible? I made sure to kill you in that hit." As after that, Rappa said, you kill me? What a fucking joke. Don't act like this. I know you can do better. Now show me all what you can do." As immediately Rappa going back to throw punches after punches on Izuku. Izuku start jumping left to right, but Rappa barrage of punches is so fast for him, so he decided to push himself up into, one of the sides of the arena to think for himself a little bit. As Izuku start thinking, saying, how could he possibly do that? I made sure that I will gonna kill him by that hit. Maybe he was just lucky. As after that, Izuku jumping back into the air and Rappa continue, going after Izuku and jumping in the air with him, as he was about to throw a barrage of punches, but immediately Izuku holding his right arm, throwing an air cannon, and this time trying to use 100%. Doesn't care if this whole place will gonna be destroyed. As he throw it into Rappa, and Rappa being pushed out of the arena into one of the, viewers or the audience that watching this match, match, and immediately the viewer getting, crushed under the massive body of Rappa and die. As Rappa stand up and said, "Well, that was a little bit better, but I know that you still holding back." As Izuku jumped back into the area and said, "What? How is this possible? I made sure to use 100%. How are you still alive? As after that, Rappa said, 100%? That was your strongest attack? Don't try to act stupid with me. Now, use your full power! As Rappa going back to throw more punches on Izuku, while Izuku tried to dodge, but he know that he can't, so he's just trying to stay a little bit far from Rappa and throwing an air cannon to push Rappa back. And Izuku starts, seeing that his air cannon is kinda weaker. A lot weaker than normal. As Izuku said, what happened with me? Why my air cannon is not strong? This is so weak. Why can't I use my power? It feels like someone has closed me. As after that, Rappa immediately throwing a punch into Izuku's guts, which making him throw blood out of his mouth, throwing him up in the air. As Izuku fall into the ground and smash down. As Rappa said, I was expecting more of you. Are you seriously this weak? You can't be. You must be just a fake. The real air demon is much more stronger than you. I'm sure that the first minutes of our fight was going to be the last thing that I will gonna ever see, but you're just an idiot that acting like him. Maybe I should just kill you. As after that, Izuku tried to stand up, but immediately Rappa getting hold of his head. And after that, Izuku tried to throw an air cannon on Rappa's body. He actually starts hurting Rappa a little bit, but is just not strong enough to pierce through his skin. Maybe to push him back, but killing is not the most useful thing. As Rappa said, you're so annoying. As he immediately, Rappa starts crushing Izuku's head slowly and painfully. As Izuku starts screaming in absolute pain until Rappa just crushed his head. As after that, Rappa throwing Izuku's body into the side and said, this is just a fake. Where's the real air demon? And after that, President Mike Validation said, well, looks like that wasn't really the real air demon. Maybe it's just someone else with the same power of him. Anyways, can someone, possibly take this body out of here? Now, for the next match, as after that, someone just coming down into the area and taking Izuku's body and taking it outside of the, of course, fighting club and throw it in one of the garbage cans where they, just throw the rest of the bodies. As after that, he said, maybe he was just a fake. I wonder where's the real air demon. And after that, immediately he just closed the garbage can. In the next day, the garbage can start to move a little bit. As one guy was, walking through the alleyway that the garbage can right now, and as he said, is there someone there? As he go into the garbage can and see it start to move, as he said, hello, do you need help? As he opened it up, and immediately, suddenly an air cannon being thrown into his face, pushing him back into the wall, as his head smashing into the wall, and immediately he starts bleeding a lot from his head, which resulted in him dying. After that, Izuku coming out of the garbage can with half of his head being destroyed and start to regenerate. As Izuku said, what was that? Why? What the? As Izuku touching the left side of his face, he start feeling his muscles, his brain, and start feeling his skull. As Izuku said, what the fuck is this? As he jumping out of the garbage can and looking into a little water pool inside, a little water inside the alleyway from the, from rain or whatever. As he's seeing his left side of his head start to regenerate. As Izuku said, what's happening with me? When did I get regeneration? And I thought that I died, and what's wrong with my air cannon? Why it is not working? As after that, Izuku had being immediately 100% healed, and Izuku taking a deep breath and said, that was scary. I felt like I was dying, but there was something weird. There was those weird black and red tentacles grabbing me from the neck, from my body. I was just hearing that terrifying voice. That voice, what was that voice? What the hell am I feeling like this? Why am I so weak? Why do I feel like someone is watching me? Come on, Izuku, keep yourself together. Stop talking like this. Stop talking like this. You are okay. Nothing is wrong. Everything is fine. Just go back and take a rest. As after that, that's exactly what Izuku done. He's standing up and putting his hoodie back on his head and start walking away. But what he wasn't, knowing exactly that there was someone watching him from behind one of the walls. Kurogiri himself was listening to every single word that Izuku was saying, as after that Kurogiri said, "He's okay, master. Looks like that his birthday gift really helped him a lot. But may I ask, why did you close his powers?" "Ah, Kurogiri, you need to know that if I want him to be my successor, I'll have to get him into his absolute limits. Let's see what he can possibly do with half of his powers now being erased. Let's see if he will ever be able to kill anyone again, or maybe if he will be able to do anything. For the regeneration part, you can say it was his birthday gift, of course. In the end, I am his father. How can I possibly be a good father if I didn't even know my own son's birthday?" Anyway, Kurogiri, go back into the hideout and prepare for the attack. "Alright, master, I'll make sure of that." As after that, Kurogiri going through one of the portals, Izuku right now starts walking in the city. Just walking, looking left and right, looking at himself in the mirror, looking just around of him, feeling that he's being watched from every direction. As Izuku, go inside one of the malls and said, "Am I start imagining things, or am I really going through a lot of pain? Damn, this thing is really making me go what the fuck?" As after that, Izuku putting his hand on his mouth and starts saying that he starts coughing a lot. As Izuku said, "Now I'm coughing. Can my day become even more better than this?" Or something like that. Damn it, why the whole world is always against me? As after that, Izuku go inside one of the shops and taking his, himself something to drink. In the end, coming out of the mall and start walking down the street in the cities, just walking the whole night, until he finally got inside one of the alleyways and was, just going to go into the other side. Right now it's nighttime, and Izuku, immediately, he suddenly just taken his hoodie off of his head and start drinking his, of course, the little juice that he took from the mall. As he sat by the side of the wall and sit on the ground, as he said, "Damn it, this day is really getting weird. First of all, I found myself in a garbage can, doesn't know what's happened in the last night, and second of all, half of my head was destroyed, but I regenerate. Is this regeneration something? Is this real, or am I just dreaming?" Well, one way to find out, as Izuku taking a knife out of his hoodie jacket, immediately stabbing through his left arm, as he, feeling quite some pain, but immediately taking the knife out as he starts seeing the wounds start to heal, and immediately coming back into normal. As Izuku said, "So it's actually real. I have regeneration, but where did I even get it?" As after that, immediately, Izuku getting an immediately, pierce of ice going directly into his way. As Izuku immediately jumping out of the way and looking back, as he see in front of him Shoto Todoroki. As Todoroki said, "So, you are the air demon, huh? The kid that named Izuku Midoriya?" As Izuku said, "And who are you?" As after that, Todoroki said, "You can call me Shoto. Nice to meet you, but I'll make sure that you will not gonna run away this time." As he immediately throwing another wave of ice into Izuku. Izuku immediately dodging into the left side, and immediately throwing his own air cannon into Todoroki, but immediately Todoroki making a wall of ice in front of him, protecting himself. As he just blocked the attack and said, "I thought that your power would be more powerful than that. You're really pathetic, As after that, Izuku dodging another wave of ice from Todoroki, but before he managed to dodge very far, suddenly he being kicked by the side of his stomach by someone's leg. As Izuku looking back, he only see Iida, Iida, standing in front of him, as he said, You will gonna pay for what you did for my brother, air demon. As after that, Izuku said, your brother? What the fuck is your brother? As after that, Iida taking off his helmets and said, you will gonna pay for what you did to Ingenium, you monster. He was a great hero and you killed him. As after that, he going on Izuku, throwing another kick, kicking Izuku by the side of his stomach again, throwing him a little bit away. As Todoroki said, come on Iida, stop acting like this. I will not gonna let you kill him. As after that, Iida said, this is not your thing, Todoroki. Leave me to take care of this. As after that, Todoroki said, what do you want to do? Kill him? Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Do you have any problem with that? You know that you will never be able to be a true hero if you killed him, right, Iida? Maybe he killed your brother, but do you really think that's what your brother would want it? For you to go out and just to kill him? As after that, Iida said, I doesn't know what my brother would want, but either way, I'm gonna kill him. As after that, immediately Izuku standing up and said, you're talking about me like I am nothing. Like I am just a brat in the street. Like I am quirkless. Why are you acting with me like that? You think I am so easy to eat? You think I am someone simple to defeat? You think I am really that weak? Let me tell you this. I'm more than just a demon. And after that, they just look on Izuku as they see his broken arm and his body start to regenerate. As Iida said, what? And after that, Izuku said, let me make this obvious for you, Iida. I doesn't know who's the fuck is your brother and why the hell you're trying to attack me. If I would guess, I would say that he was one of the heroes that I killed by accident in my attacks on the city, right? Well, either way, in the end, if you are really his brother, then how about me send you where he is right now? As after that, Izuku holding his right arm, focusing all of his air cannon energy in one finger, throwing one bullet into Iida. As immediately Iida dodging this attack, but not before Izuku managed to slash his face a little bit. As Izuku smiled and said, so this is it, huh? I can't use my power fully. There's something weird happening with me. And if I used my air cannon on some sort of an area damage, it will not be as powerful as putting it all in one area and just making a bullet. So, looks like I will have to go into the gun thing, huh? As after that, immediately, Todoroki throwing another wave of ice into Izuku. Izuku immediately holding one of his fingers and shooting another bullet into the ice. As he managed to actually destroy it, and Izuku thinking to himself again, perfect. Until I finally understand why the hell my power is not working right now. This will gonna, be able to help me, albeit for now. At least I can pierce through some things, unlike my area damage. As after that, immediately Todoroki said, Iida, make sure to not let him hit you again, alright? As Iida said, don't tell me what to do. As he starts running on the walls and going directly into Izuku. Izuku immediately dodging the kick of Iida and throwing another, air bullet or an air, of course, air bullet into Iida's leg. As he actually managed to slash his leg a little bit with the bullet, but Iida using his other leg and activating the engine inside his leg, immediately kicking Izuku inside his head with the most powerful kick as he could possibly do. As he blew up Izuku's head into pieces, throwing him away. And after that, Todoroki said, Iida, what have you done? As Iida said, don't talk with me, Todoroki. I needed to do that, but before he managed to continue talking, suddenly another air bullet being piercing through the side of his stomach, breaking his armor. As Iida immediately fall on his knees, and Todoroki said, Iida! As immediately he looking back, he see Izuku's head start to regenerate. As Izuku said, sorry, but I got some, you can say that I got some sort of an upgrade lately. And I have to say that is really such a great upgrade. As after that, he holding his finger in front of Todoroki and throwing another air bullet, but before he managed to shoot it, Suddenly, and like some sort of a spear of fire being thrown into Izuku's body, smashing through his arm, breaking it. As Izuku looking in front of him and behind Todoroki, he see the number 2 hero Endeavor. As after that, Endeavor said, "Well, we meet again, huh?" As Izuku said, "Endeavor, you again? I thought that I got rid of you in the last fight." As Endeavor said, "Well, was mistaken. You should have killed me the moment that you had the chance, but now I'll make sure to put you in the darkest depths of Tartarus right now, kid." As he immediately holding his left arm out and throwing a wave of fire into Izuku. As Izuku immediately making, using his whole arm this time, throwing an air cannon into the ground, making some sort of a shield, using an area covering ability or something like that. As immediately the fire couldn't go right through Izuku air shield, so it's just stopped. And Izuku after that, using his right arm that's already have been regenerate, throwing another air bullet into, of course, Endeavor. Endeavor immediately dodging this attack into the left and start throwing fire bullets into Izuku again and again and again. Izuku can't really defend himself against these abilities, and Endeavor flames are much more harder to heal than just, simple wounds like cuts on these things, because when someone burns, an injury is just closed, so it's kinda hard for Izuku to heal it. And also Izuku starts seeing that his healing abilities start to get slower and slower with every new attack, and Izuku starts breathing heavily until he finally got a couple of burns, and after that he's just standing in front of course, Endeavor and his son, while Iida on the ground. As after that, Izuku starts taking a deep breath and said, "I can't die here. I'm not gonna be defeated right now by you." As Endeavor said, "You seem quite weaker. Well, I doesn't care whatever happened to you. Either way, you are going into prison." As after that, he's throwing another wave of fire, but Izuku closing his eyes, waiting for the worst. But before he managed to, being burned by Endeavor in flames, he opened his eyes and see in front of him none other than the hero killer Stain standing above his head after getting him out of the way of the flames. As Izuku said, "Stain, what are you doing here?" As Stain said, "Can you run?" As Izuku said, "What?" As Stain said, "Can you run?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, I can." "Great, now run away." As after that, Izuku said, "What?" As immediately Endeavor throwing another wave of fire into, of course, Stain and Izuku. Izuku couldn't dodge in perfect time, but Stain was already ready for that, as he got hold of Izuku and get him out of the way. As he said, "Can you run away?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, I can, but why do you want me to run away?" As Stain said, "Run away right now, I'm gonna take care of this." As, of course, Endeavor said, the hero killer Stain, working with you, huh? I should have known that from a long time." As after that, Endeavor throwing a devastating wave of fire into Stain and Izuku, as immediately Stain getting hold of Izuku and start jumping left and right on the walls of the alleyway, knowing very well that if he stayed inside the alleyway he will be burned. Immediately, before he managed to get into the side of the roof, suddenly a wave of ice from Todoroki getting hold of his leg, Stain immediately throwing Izuku into the top of the building, and Izuku falling on his back. As he starts looking back down into the alleyway, seeing that Stain has got free from the ice, as he's standing up in front of Endeavor and Todoroki. As Izuku said, "Stain, what are you doing? Why do you want to help me? I didn't ask for your help." As Stain looking on Izuku and said, "Yeah, well, I helped you either way. Now run away from here." As Izuku said, "Why? Why do you want to help me? Why are you here?" As Stain looking into Endeavor and Todoroki and saying in such a calm voice, "Because you are the only person that I can trust. You are someone that I can say that I care for. Someone life that I really doesn't want to lose. You, Izuku, you are my friend, and I'm not just gonna let you go into Tartarus that easily. Now, I leave everything for you. My goals, my ideas, and my power, all for you. Next is your turn. Run away from here and keep my ideas inside your head. Go searching for that asshole that killed your family, and after that, make sure to destroy any fake heroes in the world, because now is your turn. Now you will be the next hero killer. As after that, Izuku just looking on Stain, and after that, immediately Stain jumping into Endeavor in such a fast speed, going directly at him as Endeavor start throwing fire on Stain, while Stain dodging the attack, and Todoroki also using his ice. In the end, Izuku just looking into Stain, seeing the look in his eyes, seeing him smiling in excitement. As Izuku just looking at Stain, seeing that smile that filled with happiness and power and hope, the smile that seemed like he could possibly trust with Izuku, a smile that just speaks by itself. Izuku can only read the face of Stain, saying that he trusts him, that he knows that his ideas are safe inside Izuku's arms. His goals, all of what he left for Izuku, will be in safe hands right now. As Izuku just starts tearing up and immediately jump into the other side of the building, start running away, putting his mind away from the pain, just running as fast as he possibly can until he finally got somewhere and back into his own hideout. As Izuku sit down on the, of course, the couch, as he turned on the news to see what's happening with Stain, when he opened it up, he said, "Please, Stain, please stay safe. Please don't tell me that they got you." As after that, immediately the news reporter starts speaking up, saying, "Tonight, the hero killer Stain has been caught off guard by the number 2 hero Endeavor and his son Shoto Todoroki. Now, the police have taken, right now you can see that the hero killer Stain has been taken away by the police officers." As the transporter continues talking while Izuku immediately eyes start filling up with tears, I said, no, you can't be serious, As after that, immediately Izuku starts tearing up, but suddenly Stain looking into the cameras and immediately jumping in the air and kicking the heads of the police officers and coming closer into the camera as the police start to hold him back, but he screamed into the microphone of the camera, said, "My name is the hero killer Stain. I am the one that will gonna purge through the society to destroy every fake hero. The society, this rotten society that has been destroyed by those fake that taken the ideas of a hero and just throwing it into a little garbage into the ground, working for only fame and money, not caring for those that they are saving. This ideas and this rotting the society, I will gonna be the one to purge it, the one to make sure that there is no other fakes. But now I've been caught by the heroes. But either way, I still have someone. Someone is still out there to be me. There is still another hero killer walking amongst the people in the street. And he will gonna continue from the place that I left in. So, if you are right now hearing me, I know that you are hearing me. So, from now on, I will gonna say this one last time. It's your turn. Prove that you deserve to be the new hero killer, Izuku." As after that, the police managed to get hold of Stain and getting him back. As after that, Izuku just looking into the news that the whole world, or at least Japan, were watching. Villains, heroes, police officers, civilians, all of them heard Stain what he said. Everything that he ever worked for, his ideas, his goals, all will gonna be left for only one person, Izuku Midoriya. As Izuku just looking into the news and closing the television as he sits back on the couch and starts looking back in time, thinking about the time that he talked with Stain, the day that he told him that he doesn't need him, the day that he told him that he doesn't care for Stain and he just doesn't want to be with him anymore. He doesn't care for Stain training anymore because he's powerful on his own. As he immediately getting angry, crunching his teeth and immediately smashing his hand into the table in anger. As Izuku said, "Why every single single person that I love always disappear. First it was my mother, and my father, and now Stain. Who am I gonna lose then? Is there still anyone that I couldn't possibly lose? Is this life? Why this life is so unfair? Damn it. Why the hell you did that, Stain? I thought that you were not gonna go that far. Stop crying. Crying will not gonna get anything back. Stop crying, you idiot. Stain left everything for you, and you should be happy that he saved you. Without him, you wouldn't be here now, so stop crying. What would he say about you if he saw his successor just crying? As after that, Izuku sat back in the couch and calmed down as he said, I'm gonna have to stay low for a couple of days, and maybe after that, I'm gonna go to kill some fake heroes. And after that, Izuku just sit down back on the couch and sleep for the rest of the night. And this I'm gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.